Hey guys, FilthyRobot here, continuing my Tyranny playthrough. So let's take a look at what we've got. We've got wounding. So wounding, if you're not familiar with this, is a not permanent, but it's a until we rest, until we camp. It is a debuff on all of my attributes and skills, pretty much. So yeah, not ideal. I'm a little disappointed about the dual wield stuff. I didn't realize it worked that way. All right, let's go get loot. There's a lot more loot in this area. I'm going to avoid it for now because I want to... I don't want to get subterfuge interactions here. We're 100 experience away for the next level, and I really don't want to level beforehand. And I'm hoping we don't get a level off this encounter. I'm not sure if I can skip this encounter, though. All right. So one of the disfavored officers is being held hostage right here by this guy with a knife, by this Palox Tyrell guy. And officers being like, fuck it, just kill him. And let us do what we can here. Our options here are attack him but let him die, release the prisoner, or we can go for a conquest option, which is basically try to tempt him into attacking us as the Queen Slayer as a better target. So we'll do that. His glorious charge ends somewhat abruptly as the disfavored soldiers step in, weapons out, and butcher him. Dazed but alive, Drastus slips out alongside and struggles to his feet. Cool. Alright. So we've saved him. Let's take a look at this parchment he's giving us. Most of the disfavored guys can't read. It just looks like junk. So let's just tell him useless scrawling, nothing more. Okay. And the Archons are expecting us. Yep, we do want to do with that. I do want to interact with this area. I just don't want to do it quite yet. All right. So there's a bunch of leaving a bunch of gear here. I'm leaving some interactions here. It's kind of annoying. It's something I'm not thrilled with how the game interacts with that, because I don't want to be punished for just doing this stuff here, but I am being a little bit punished for this. Let's see if this gives us experience. If it gives us experience, I might even just skip it. We'll see. All right, so we're being asked to decide on whether we kill. Always remembering some stuff from our conquest history, and giving us the option of whether or not we want to kill this prisoner. And I'm going to say that he should be left allowed. The course should be allowed to recruit him. Okay. And let's see if that actually fucked up our experience at all. 231. Can't be doing this. All right, I'm just going to skip the rest of this. All these interactions, there's more interactions. There's a bunch of gear here. I don't want to touch any of it, because I want to go straight to the Scarlet Chorus camp and get lore trained before I lose the ability to do it at level 1.
I can't.
So, okay, let's go to this favored camp. I'm going to skip this interaction. I'm going to try to skip this interaction. Oh, this is Verse asking. Okay. Let's tell her I am 22 lore. So I wonder if this actually counts. So she's asking us questions about why we're here. I'm going to ask her both these. I'm going to respond with both the lore and subterfuge answers to level those up. Okay. Alright, gain loyalty. No level up yet. We got dangerously close, 240 or 300. Okay, okay. Still good. Let's tell them to stand aside. Oh, they know us. We're the fire starter, that's right. We got that place burnt down. Okay. I'm gonna skip all of these interactions again. We're gonna come back to all of these areas shortly, but right now what we need is not that. Right now what we need is to go meet with Graven Ash, and the Voice of Nerat, the two Archons of the various factions here.
That's 4 reports of avalanches in the mountains now. The Tearsmen can barely count past 9. They have neither the capacity nor the cause to close off the mountain passes. Either way, that leaves the 2nd and 4th cohort trapped outside the valley.
Or it's the work of your perfidious Earthshakers. Only a fool would not suspect a traitorous Archon of poisoning the mind of his students with sedition. We would have killed the Earthshakers Guild for their master's treachery. But I'm sure you have some perfectly valid reason for allowing them to live as your pawns.
There's 2 parts here. In one of the other storylines, not the one that we encountered in the Conquest, it turns out the Earthshakers, which are a mage guild that deals with moving, well, I guess, control of Earth stuff, basically betrayed our cause. Their Archon, their leader, the same way that these guys are Archons, like, ran off against us for whatever reason. So that's what this is a reference to. And the second part is just twirling the rod for hypnotic specs. So this guy here can talk to us in our heads while we're having this conversation here.
Hey, watch yourself. When these 2 get going, you don't want to get between them.
Let's clear my
I
throat.
always know you've run out of things to say when you resort to mocking my vassals. If we are to speak of treachery, why is it that my scouts see the Scarlet Chorus warriors defecting back to the Vendrian Guard? Your fearsome reputation has gone flaccid, for it seems you cannot control your soldiers, or perhaps you simply choose not to.
Alright, this guy tries to get into a word edgewise.
Speaking of strategic failures, who was it that insisted the valley would need only a token garrison? For some strange reason, we can't seem to recall which balding halfwit grossly underestimated the enemy. Thoughts?
Hear the voice in your head. Can you hear us, Fatebinder, cough if we have your attention? So let's cough audibly.
And I thought you had left agents within these Tearsmen when they surrendered. Either you failed to see this coming, or you knew and let it happen. Incompetent or in cahoots, either way, this mess has your filthy stink all over it.
We look forward to seeing you explain to Tunon why the Archon of War could not close the vice on this trivial little insurgency. When we are crowned the ruler of the Tears, we shall have this place renamed to Ash's Folly in your honor.
Alright. I think we're gonna say, are you 2 just about done? Actually, I want to gather favor with the voices of Nerat, and I don't really care about Graven Ash. So let's just see if I can just address these 2. Gain favor. Okay, nice. Actually, gain favor with everyone for that. That's fine, I guess. Oh, because I'm the Queenslayer. Okay. Bow and salute each Archon.
Ah, the fire starter has arrived. Welcome, welcome. Our agents tell us such lovely stories of what you did at the Vellum Citadel. Have you come bearing another fragment of Kairos' wrath in tow?
My soldiers tell me you helped Commander Drotus on your way through Eddring. You honor the court with your selfless cooperation, for that is the sort of camaraderie that Kairos demands of us all.
I'm pretty sure that's the encounter we just had with the guy with the knife at his throat. Alright. I could say no thanks for doing my... I think I just want to say... come bearing an edict of Kairos.
For the 2nd time, Brother Tunon selects you for the glory of proclamation. You should be honored. Tell us, what has the Overlord decided to unleash upon the Oathbreakers?
I want to... Yeah, see, I don't know what these options, each of these options do. So all this stuff over this is just talking about what's happening here. This is lore that our character should know that we don't, so we can right-click on it to figure out what the hell's going on if we want. Overlord loyal servants must hold Ascension Hall by Kairos' Day of Swords, or all the valley shall perish. That's fine. Seems like you need some encouragement to work together. In honor of your incompetence and disarray, the edict will execute every living thing in the valley unless Ascension Hall is taken by Kairos' Day of Swords. I'm going to do that one. A good verse like that. Narot like that. Graven didn't. Okay. We deliver the edict, which is basically do your fucking job or everyone dies.
The Overlord means to compel us into action. No doubt the avalanches in the mountains are part of this ultimatum. We must conquer the Oathbreakers or die in failure. There is no room for error, and no other way out of this valley alive.
I know, I literally just told you
We'll
that.
need to advance across the Mittani. We lose everything if we stand still. And we move to backup Plan Green. The Earthshakers didn't make it over the mountain in time. So we do this the hard way. Over the walls instead of through.
So, you found your backbone at last! Oh, we were worried past humiliations would make you soft, timid. That was a record for you, right? The baker's dozen lost in one sortie. If you had waited for the chorus reinforcements, maybe we'd have eyes and ears on the matter.
Alright, another little tickle from the voice of Narot. It says, watch him squirm so many tears over replaceable, expendable, useless soldiers. I miss the old Archon of War. You'd never see blood echo in a blubbering mess over a few dead killers. He'd use the knuckle bones of his best disciples for jewelry and even made a breastplate out of the his dead brother's ribcage. So that's how a real man deals with grief. I'm probably going to piss them off here. I'm going to actually call out the voice of Narot here, but I care about the subterfuge leveling here, so I'm going to pull that out.
Second the fate binder.
Fear with verse,
Thought you
favor
had
with
the
Raven,
memories
wrath
of one of
with
those
voice of Narot,
Oathbreakers
9
rattling about that bronze sword of
experience.
yours. Would Kairos' mighty spy master please enlighten this gathering of allies with some scrap of strategic insight?
Okay. So the Archon, this is the spy master. He seems to have some ability to like absorb. This is the he seems to have some ability to like absorb the information or like minds maybe of the people he interrogates.
If I were still alive, I'd freeze the blood as it runs in your veins. You may take the river, but you'll pay for it with your lives.
So he's just channeled someone he's like absorbed.
Our sources tell us the Oathbreakers had some sort of magical trick in store. But this knowledge is tinged with fear, trepidation. If we make a move for the Mittani, we suspect the Oathbreakers will mount a counterattack that is equal parts valiant and futile. Yes, and that old codger put up quite a fight on the way out. Almost turned himself into a puddle to escape our interrogations. He's not the last of the Tidecasters, though. At the time of his death, there was another. A woman named Ebb. We believe she is one of the mages assisting these Oathbreakers.
Alright, I'm gonna piss off the disfavored some more.
You've
Deliberately
delivered your
antagonize
edict.
antagonize
Do not
Graven.
pretend it gives you the right to give orders to an Archon.
Okay.
Our soldiers clamor for battle, and at last we shall have it. Verse, we command you to continue guarding the Fate Binder.
Tunan's Chosen is our honored guest, and must be shown our finest hospitality.
So they've each basically assigned us a
I
guy.
won't let
We
you
haven't
down,
got
boss.
the second one yet though.
She'll get through the campaign in one piece, as long as she doesn't do anything too stupid.
Okay. Alright. Hopefully we got out of this without a level.
Finally, the fool and his puppet are gone. Perhaps now I can hear myself think. Rarely do I question Kairos' judgment, but I will never understand why the voices of Narot is given such authority. I shudder to think what will become of us all should Tunon favor him in the end. Though the edict threatens the Scarlet Chorus just as it threatens us, I cannot shake the feeling that our allies will work against us. Queenslayer, I would ask that you join us in battle, if only for the satisfaction of your presence enraging the enemy. If you wish to be counted amongst the glorious, speak with the Iron Marshal. She will direct the order of battle until we are ready for the final push into the Citadel.
Alright. I don't want to gain favor with him, I don't think. I don't know if you can have favor with multiples. I guess if I just gain favor with him, it's not a bad thing. Alright, I mean, as long as I'm not losing favor with the other faction. Okay, they're just giving me like little tidbits of places I should go to ask to get help or get people to help me. Okay, I do want to... See, we're so dangerously close to leveling here. Alright, let's just see if we can get out of here without leveling. 250 out of 80. I want to come back in here. Can I enter and leave this tent when I want? I think I can, because there's loot in here, but I don't want to do it yet, because I'm pretty sure interacting with boxes that have a subterfuge score to open give you experience. I'm pretty sure. So let's not do that. Subterfuge +1. She just saw one over there. Does that do anything for us? No, just gold. That's fine.
On it.
Okay. So let's get out of here. We're gonna move as quick as we can to the... Oh, I guess, should I get barracks first? It doesn't matter. Like, I don't really care about barracks level yet. And I'm worried that if I do that, it's gonna give me experience. Let's hope it doesn't. We'll load if it does, but I don't want experience here. So let's go here. Interact with Iron Marshal Aranis. Say that. Let's just try to annoy them. I think I want to annoy them here. Let's troll them a little bit. Take an opportunity to rub it in that they need our help. I think I'm gonna stick up for Verse to gain some loyalty. Verse has given us some backstory about how she's had to fight for what she's got, and she deserves some respect for it. And I'll tell her I'll assist. Okay. And here comes Barrick. Barrick has been fused into his armor through some sort of magic, negative magic. So kind of, he was like too close or something.
Fatebinder, the Iron Marshal has tasked me with keeping you alive, and I have no intention of disappointing her. That should be enough assurance for anyone.
All right. Disfavored favor 1. Don't know what that means. I don't know why it says favor 1 there.
Barrick, is that you under there? I had no idea you were in Vendrian's well. Fatebinder.
That can change. When the tiers are fully under our command, I'll take you to whatever passes for a watering hole in this forsaken country. We'll drink the local swill to honor the fallen.
Forget the fallen. I know a great brothel in Lethian's Crossing where we can watch something rise, then fall, then rise again.
I like Verse. Alright, so, yep, we're going to be joining them.
Better to work with the Honorable Binder than some chorus children.
So, Barracks being real ingratiating. Okay. We have a new location for that. Asher's assigned you to Fatebinder's service. You'll assume this task. Okay, it's ongoing. I'm going to say I do mine, but I'll allow it anyways, only so I can put a large object between myself and the enemy. Because I want to garner fear with Barrick, and I don't care about Wrath with the Disfavored, so that's fine. And I'll show you guys why shortly. Okay, let's see if we can make it to the other camp without gaining any more experience, because we're dangerously close at 270. Let's just see if we can go without triggering anything. Come on. Fuck. I need to get out of here without getting any experience. And I don't know if I can do that. Because I want lore.
That's far enough, Fatebinder.
Alright. Ebb. We know a little bit about Ebb. We know she is another of the water school people.
Tunon sends us the Queenslayer. The old judge has a sense of humor, I'll give him that. Did the voices of Nurat send you to gather my head and complete his collection? If so, we'll have to save our tussle for another time. Today I have business. In accordance with ancient customs north and south, I offer and request a delay of blade. There are matters we must discuss without fear of reprisal. I am Ebb of the School of Tides, and today I speak on behalf of the Vendrian Guard.
I advise caution, Fatebinder. Only thing more dangerous than a tearsman is an educated one.
As is our custom, we are ready to
gonna
kill to
tell off
defend
Barrack
our
repeatedly
lands.
till I
But
gain
we
fear with
kill
him.
only in fair battle. We don't slay our prisoners. We know this isn't Kairos's way, but we must have hope. A few of my kin have gone missing, and though they may have perished, I have to inquire on the off chance they still live. If Captain Tarkus Deimos still lives, we would negotiate for his release. Then if we see him again, it will have to be as enemies. If I may
Asking
make
about one
one
of the
more
people we
inquiry.
know.
What of Palox Tyrell? Did he survive?
Pretty sure Palox is the guy. Yeah, he's the one who got butchered when we freed him. Could say he was taken by the chorus again.
Another loss to the chorus. My apologies,
I was hoping I
Fatebinder.
might get the fear effect
I
with
had
her
no
again.
expectations that our friends could be saved, as I'm sure the time for swapping prisoners is long gone. But at least I know of what became of them.
Could ask
That'll
some
have to be
questions, but I
enough.
don't want more
Then I will
interactions
take no
here.
more of your time. Apologies. We will depart at once.
Okay. I'm a bit concerned here, because again, we're fucking around so close with experience here. Alright, let's take one more save. Just because I don't know if I can get back to this particular location, because I think it's a location that spawns when we interact with them. And I don't think
Yes.
these have subterfuge ratings, so I don't think they give us any experience in interacting with them. So let's loot the stuff that's here. And then let's head back down to the Scarlet Camp. Scarlet Chorus Camp. Okay, fingers crossed. I'll show you guys why we're doing this in just a moment. It's just min-maxing. Like, I'm always going to end up wanting to min-max games that I get involved in. It's just how I think about things. Alright, in we go. I would like to punch that guy in the face, but I don't have Athletics 30 in any of my characters yet. Okay, that's a way I can do it. I can gain favor and gain fear with Barrack. That's not too bad, I guess. So we're into the camp now. And we did it before we leveled. Yes, perfect. Perfect. So this is the take home from that, which is right here. So these are the trainers in the Scarlet Camp. There's 6 different skills they cover, and one of those skills is lore. And lore is something I want early because I want to play around with spellcasting in this game. It's something I'm very interested in doing. And to do that, we can we have to train up lore so we can actually use it. So let's see if we can do that. It's just very interesting. Show me what Fifth Eye has been teaching you. There it is, lore. Okay, and here's what it is. At level 1, we can train 5 ranks of this skill. When we hit level 2, we can train 5 more ranks of this skill. And when we hit level 3, we can train 5 more, etc., 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 if we wanted to do that. Oh, did I not bring enough money? Fucking don't have enough money here. Alright, we're going to have to do one other thing first. Which is we got to go sell a little bit of items first. This is the vendor over here. Let's go. Let me see your wares. Conversation. Alright, I just want to dump some garbage on you. Some soldier's javelin. Garnets. The agates and the topaz. Okay. You can sell me. What's this do? Vitality, athletics, and healing. Interesting. We'll keep that if we ever need that for the athletics boost. Let's grab the vigor core. And I want these, but I think I can get them later. I think they'll still be here in a minute. So let's just trade. Make sure we have gold, which we do now. Let's get back here, talk to the guy, and get the training while I can do it. Alright. Okay, cool. So let's train this. Oh, it's gonna level me though. I'm only gonna get 2 ranks out of this. All that work, man. Oh, I'm disappointed. I guess it's 2 ranks of lore we wouldn't have, but I am disappointed by that. Shit, I didn't think that would level me. Alright. And I'm going to do the same over here. So I want all of these characters to be able to use some basic spells, and I need to do that, I need to get their levels, their lore up. Okay, we just did level up, so we did all that for two points of lore. That probably was not worth it. I was thinking I'd get 5 in there, but we had too much experience up to that point. So let's back out of here. I'm going to go back to the other stuff and treat it kind of more in the linear sense it's supposed to be as you get into this stuff. But that will be the beginning of next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in a moment.
They won't see me coming.